that's a great thing to do, or a great thing to go about, because if you start with something new, how should you know how to do things? There are so many ways, so many possible routes. And for me, because I'm starting off right now also, and I don't have any clear direction or path yet laid out in front of me. I know so um, I know where I'm heading, yeah, or where I want to go, but I could do it a million different ways. And so um, I'm also thinking about getting a coach, and um, doing this kind of work, because it's without without a coach, it can be very frustrating and very difficult. Um, yeah. So that was the point when you started with your business in 2018, right? Something like that. Was it 2018?
Um, Not really. Well, it's a little bit complicated actually,
Uh-huh.
because in 2018 I was working with another woman. We had a different idea. I was selling products for menstruation for women, so
Mm-hmm.
like reusable pads, and it was not about coaching at all. So, and really 2018 was really a year for me to exploring my new self actually, and still searching and still try and error, fail and error and try and so it was, and freelancing, and it was also really difficult. It was like this year 2018. But I really, when I'm really honest with you, and what people around me, yeah, in my circle told me, I was coaching, but just like as a hobby and not for money, not as
Mm-hmm.
a business, but as a hobby. I was practically doing the same, but not for a living, just because I liked it. But
Mm-hmm.
I think I didn't want to see it back then, that I was like enough I was able
Yes.
to be a coach.
Yes.
So yeah, because I was still learning and I'm still learning, but it's never the right time. It's now or never. So of course I didn't read all the books, I didn't attend to all the seminars or workshops or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then what happens when I did all these things? I'm 60 or 70, I don't know. So it's, and then starting with that. So I'm still, and I am yeah, telling this, I'm communicating this also directly to my followers or to my clients. Then I'm still learning new things, new techniques, and I'm still have my coach. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So they know, because no coach is perfect.
You're always
No,
evolving, always evolving,
yes,
always growing.
and many coaches, they have their own mentors, and yeah, of
I think
course.
that's super
So
crucial, super critical to have someone on your side. Exactly as you said, to point out your blind spots, and to learn
mm,
new, like I learned something about you know maybe a little story from my side. I have some friends here in my city that that I'm just not the friendship is just not resonating that much anymore, because I noticed that I am growing in this direction of self-employment, and I want to do my own stuff, and I want to do coaching, because I think, yeah, I want to do that. I want to help other people
mm,
to become also, like, not self-empowered, but to uh, get rid of their limiting beliefs, and all get rid of their traumas and this kind of stuff, and help them this way. And I learned a technique that's very simple from a friend who is also getting into coaching right now, called EFT, emotional freedom technique,
mm-hmm.
tapping.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's
I
so
know that.
powerful.
Yeah.
It's so powerful. Like last Friday I was with these friends, and um, one of those guys told me, you told this, you already said this 5 years ago that you wanted to make this year the best year of, you know, and you wanted to start off with your coaching business, and it didn't happen. And it was really painful to hear this from him. And I had pain in my heart. I couldn't work on my stuff. I couldn't create any new content for 2-3 days because I felt insecure. He projected all his
Mm.
insecurities and all his limitations of why I will never be successful, which were actually his limitations, onto me. And of course, because he's hurt, because he doesn't know any better, no judgment here. But it was still painful. And I was doing
Mm.
the EFT for, I don't know, 3-4 days, and it was gone. It was out of my system. Now I know it's so powerful, this stuff, if you know about these techniques. And that's why it's important, as you said, to always keep growing and keep learning, to learn new empowering tools, techniques that can help your clients.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, and with my coach, Silke Lang, she also showed me or taught me so much new techniques. And yeah, it's really, really great. And when it helps for me, I always teaching them to my clients and working with my clients with these techniques that help me. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. I wanted to ask you one more thing about the transition from you said in 2018, coaching
Yeah, yeah.
coaching was still a
Yeah,
hobby for
then
you.
it
Uh,
was a hobby, and I wasn't earning anything, but I was not sure. I was still searching what was my path, my
yes.
direction, or my mission. And in 2019, I got this two I got to know to these two coaches. First, Anke, I worked for her, and then with Miriam.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wanted to start my business aside, but I was unsure about myself. And then I was like trying to hide myself behind another woman, behind a friend. Her name is also Nadine, and I wanted to start it with her, but it was only an excuse not to step into my full power.
Yeah.
And I was still afraid. So, but then it didn't work out. And anyways, and then in end of 2019,
Mm-hmm.
I figured yeah, it was kind of also like a wake up call, and ended this work with Miriam, with my teacher or coach. And then I was investing in a business mentor, and it was Robert Gladitz.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I followed him for a few years. And
Mm-hmm.
yes, he is really awesome. You should check him out.
Okay.
And yes, and then and he helped me with a mastermind to set up my business, and to be clear also what is my position, my niche, what am I standing for, yeah, what is my USP, and yeah, my brand, yeah, my marketing also. And yeah.
Okay. So is he specifically a coach for coaching,
Businesses.
for people who want to go into coaching, or for business in general?
No, for coaching business, for expert businesses, but it involves more like, yeah, like like a coach, yeah. But it could be any kind of coach, could be a fitness coach.
Yes.
Yeah, it's but not for products. So yeah.
For coaching.
Yes. So for coaching. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you for the tip. That's probably also helpful for the people who are watching right now or who are watching later.
Yes, yeah, because I was also working with another business mentor back then, 2019, no, 2018, with the other products, but it didn't work out. It was not the right product, the reusable pads, but he was also not the right coach for me. It was also not the right time. I was too scared, too afraid to show up as myself, yeah, to get visible to the audience, to make videos. But like in retrospective, it was not the right product, not the right kind of business for me. So that's now it's like a whole different energy. It's not a question anymore. I do it. I do the stories. I do the posts. I do the contact. I do my website. Yes, it's not a question anymore. Yeah.
That's awesome that you found your way and that you found your purpose. Is that your life mission
Yes.
to empower women into,
Yes.
how do you say that, to bring women into self-empowerment? Is that correct? Or
Yes.
yes, okay, that's beautiful. I
Yeah.
like that.
It was a journey. This idea or this mission didn't came up like overnight. It was, as I explained, it was like a roller
Exactly.
coaster. Yeah. But it was like that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
And one more. So your brand is now called Yin Yoni,
Yes.
right? What is it? Does it
Yes.
stand for? Yin Yoni?
Yeah. Yin Yoni. Yin is the female part from yin and yang.
Yeah.
Yin and yang. Yin yang. And because I work only with women, that's my USP also. And yeah, I stand for the feminine energy.
Yes.
Yeah, that women claim their feminine energy and reconnect with their femininity. And yoni is actually from in Sanskrit, yeah, an old Indian Sanskrit for vulva.
Okay. So
And
it's
vulva, yeah, so and it's for me the power, because women, they have many qualities, but one of the main aspects of the female energy, yeah, of the feminine energy, is to create a new life and new things.
yes.
And also we are manifestation queens, yeah, we like witches almost, yeah. So and that is my brand representing, yeah, the feminine way of creating and getting things done. And yeah, to bring new things into the world, not only babies but also new things, and to really the manifestation power, yeah, also the spiritual aspect of the feminine, of the womanhood, yeah.
Okay, I
Yes,
see. Beautiful. Like
the empowerment, yeah.
the you said manifestation queens. Do you mean the female intuition that is much stronger in feminine, in the feminine than in the masculine? Or why do you say like manifestation queens? Do you
Yes,
think it's easier
yes,
for women to manifest? To
yes, yes, it's we have a stronger connection to our intuition,
uh-huh.
to our inner wisdom. But also, like as I say, yeah, of course men can also do manifestation and
Hmm.
successfully, and women, they have a stronger ability to it. And yes, that we are more connected to this cosmic universal energy. Yeah,
I see.
we can
Good.
co-create easily, more easily, with the universe. Yeah.
Is it because uh, men tend to be more rational, more like we have to decide with
Yes,
our heads, and we are in our heads most of the time? Like not
you're
everyone.
more, yeah, yes, it's it's also it's good. It has a good reason why men are like that, or the male energy is this kind of way and the female energy is the other way around. It has a good reason. We
Hmm.
both complement each other, but yeah, men are more like straightforward, more active, and more on the hustle, and women, yeah, they achieve in another way. Yeah, you have another successful way to achieve your goals and to get things done as women.
Awesome. I like that.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, we work differently. Yeah, yeah, our whole body is designed
So,
differently. We have the feminine cycle, and we have a different kind of awareness.
hmm.
Yeah, also with the other world. Yes. um, yeah, and our brains are designed differently than the man's brain also. So we are more complex, but we are not so straightforward. Yeah,
Yeah,
we are more.
that's the male energy, right? This is a
Yes.
like I have a goal and I'm
Yeah,
going towards this goal.
this,
That is
this and I like that energy, this hustler energy, this getting things done energy. So I like that very much. So, but yeah, yeah,
it's
the
just
feminine
different.
energy is another word. It's just different,
Exactly.
and we are more connected to our subconscious, to our spirituality. We are have more we have an easy way to activate our healing powers also. Yeah. Hmm.
By the way, good that you mentioned that. I don't really believe, like you touched on that, the hustler mentality. I don't really believe in that. I believe that um, less is more. Like,
Hmm.
of course, you have to do the work, of course, but
Hmm.
what is more important than being busy, what most people do, is that you are effective versus being efficient. So you have to
Hmm.
decide what are the few critical steps that get me
Hmm.
further along in my business. And
Yes.
when you just do the few critical things, then you don't have to work 12 hours a day. I don't believe it's sustainable to work 12-hour days for the rest of your life, and I don't want that.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just stating the main
Yes,
differences
yes, I
of
get you.
both both energies. Yeah, of course. Women have we all have both energies inside. We all
Yes.
have. Yeah, and it's good that women are also more creative, but then we need the male energy to get these ideas on the streets, or to focus on one idea first, not just being like, maybe I could do this, and then the creativity is so overwhelming sometimes, yeah. For us women, but men and the male energy is like, okay, I start with that, and step by step, okay, how do I implement this? Yeah, so how do I get shit done, really? So
Yes, yes.
that's why we need both. We need both. It's impossible. Imagine a woman without male energy. It's impossible to live.
Yes.
So we need both. We need both. Yeah.
On
Yes.
the flip side, also impossible for a male without a female
Yeah.
energy to live. Then we would all burn out and would be like uh,
And
maniacs.
you're reconnected to your feelings, to your emotions. Yeah.
Exactly. When I do a
Horrible. Yeah.
when I do a when I make a decision right now in my life, like a few years ago, a lot of my decisions were very rational, but now I learned to tap in more into my heart to feel what's going on, and if it feels right intuitively. And
Yeah.
there's a story that just a little side story just that fits quite well into this. I had I had a friend. He recommended me a person to check my finances and to set up a financial plan, because my finances don't look rosy that much at this moment, which is okay, getting better. Um, and so we had a consultation, and we were setting up things, and then he was coming down to Freiburg to sign the contract, and we never talked about the contract. He brought the contract with him, and he just gave me the contract and said, yeah, here you can sign. And I was feeling into my intuition. I was feeling at the moment that there was something really off with the energy, that there was something bad happening. And I still, do you know these moments when you do something against your intuition and you kick your ass
Yes.
afterwards? It's
Yes.
horrible. It's horrible. And that's what I signed the contract. And a few weeks later, I went to one of my real friends here in Freiburg. Who I really trust about finances. And he said to me, we went through the contract, and he said to me what I have done actually. So I reversed the contract. I'm still in the process, and it got me, I had to do a lot of stuff to get over this stuff, and how do you call that? Get back the money. I'm still in this process.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really stupid, but this told me again, I have to trust my intuition in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's way more powerful than you're thinking. And for me,
Yes. Yes.
intuition is knowing before you start thinking. That's intuition.
Yes. Yes.
That's beautiful. So yeah, to get back to you, this this is about you. It's not about me. You said when you like 2019 you had your first clients, and what was the most crucial step for you? How do you maybe for those people who want to become coaches, what would you recommend them? How do you find clients, and how do you connect and see if it's a match, if you can work together or not?
Yeah, it's a good question, and also a really personal approach. For me, it worked a lot. I didn't made so much marketing on Facebook, because on Facebook Facebook is full of life coaches and coaches for everything.
Yeah.
So I made the approach on Instagram, and I was lucky to have this mastermind community from Robert Gladitz, who are doing the same as me, and we made like how do you say, the Christmas calendar on
Mm-hmm.
December, and we were like giving away free first coachings. And so that was our approach, and that was also my approach. Then they followed me on my account, on my Yoni account. I have two Instagram accounts. One is Nady Shady, that is more personal, my private, as me as a private person, and then Yoni Official, that is all about my business.
Uh-huh.
And then so that was my approach to find my first clients. And i'm I'm not, for me it's more important that the chemistry is working
Yes.
and the personal is working. And also, if I really could help them, if they are my favorite clients, if
Mm-hmm.
my avatar, my client avatar, we did a lot of work with Robert Kladitz to find our favorite customer. And because I don't want to work with women who don't like me, or if I don't feel any connection, any warmth.
Yeah.
And or also clients who I'm not really sure if I'm the right fit for them, I'm the right coach for them.
Mm-hmm.
So because I'm not a therapist, I didn't study psychology, I'm not a doctor, so I can't help, for example, really depressed women, or really women who need really professional help. So I only can help women who have wrong self-image,
Mm-hmm.
who have like a difficult mindset,
Mm-hmm.
who need to, who have don't have like much self-love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that coachable, really coachable people who trust me. And so I had a few coaching calls like for free, and yeah, so then I found a perfect match for me, or she found it in me. Yes, and that was my approach, and I'm still going on with the marketing, with Instagram. And as I told you at the beginning, I invested in myself yesterday for another story selling program by Steffi
Okay.
Beck.
Okay.
So to attract more clients with a personal story, with my video, with a webinar, yeah, to have more my story in front, you know. And yeah, so to get a little bit more, to have more ways, and not only Instagram, to have more ways to attract attention. Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
I
Yes,
think you
story sell, right?
yeah,
Yes.
exactly. This is a story.
Yes,
This is a story.
that's a new way of marketing. That's the marketing, a new business, the new marketing of nowadays. Yeah, story sell. Yeah, it's touching people's hearts and emotions. Yeah, that's why people buy. Yeah.
They
Yeah,
buy
and
on the
people buy you.
yes,
Yeah.
on the emotional basis, no? Not on the rational.
No, 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 never. And they try to explain it with the rational mind,
Yes.
but the heart is buying, not the mind. So
You probably
so
also
and
know
yeah,
then,
people.
sorry, yeah, you
Yeah,
wanted to,
yeah, people buy you, your personality. And so yeah, I have to be more. I'm getting into it to be more visible, more to show me and my story more.
that's
Yeah.
also that's also sometimes I feel that when I'm doing YouTube videos, I there's always this inner critic, you know, and always this self judgment, like am I doing this good enough? And so this is probably a really at the beginning uh, a step that is doesn't feel comfortable, but you know, getting out of your comfort zone. And or
Yes.
how is it for you to be more like, it's not always
Yes.
easy, right?
It No, it's not always easy. And I was yeah, I had a really huge blockage, yeah, doing YouTube videos.
Hmm.
And I found also a great solution on doing stories, Instagram stories, and IGTVs. And I have a few YouTube videos, but not so many.
Hmm.
Um, but what I'm doing actually with my heart, with my passion, is doing guided meditations. Yeah, recording my voice, and doing some with some meditation sounds on this platform Audio Hub. You can buy some sounds, and it's GEMA free, and it's yeah, it's all legal. It's legal. So, and but it's also there exist a few other options. For example, free sound, so you don't have to purchase every time, so it's really good.
Uh-huh.
And yes, that's another way to for showing me more to record my voice. So but because back then it was 2018 in summer, I can remember I had a great conversation with a guy from
Yeah.
Hawaii. His name is Tyler, and he was doing a numerology session with me spontaneously. And he was also telling me that I need to do something with my voice. There's so much potential in my voice. If it could be anything, what I like. It could be talking, something with communication. Talking could be singing mantras. It could be anything. And I didn't know for so long time, yeah, for so long, what what I what the hell I'm going to do with my voice. So
Yes.
because I'm not a singer, I'm was not feeling really comfortable for uploading everyday YouTube videos. Stories, yes, but not YouTube. I don't know why. I like also making doing lives, Facebook lives. I like that, but not YouTube. It's really strange. But then I found this great solution to record my voice, and I have really great feedback on them. And I also launched like a podcast for my meditations. It's called Meditation Monday.
Yeah,
So
I've seen
yes.
that. I've seen that on your site, and I've listened to some of the meditations. It's really beautiful. It's
Oh,
really
thank
cool.
you. Thank
Yes,
you.
I think
Yes.
you're doing a really good job, and the women who come to you can be really happy with your work. I think you're on a good path. I just feel it. My intuition
Oh, thank you.
tells me that.
Thank you.
You're
It
welcome.
means a lot. It means the world to me, really.
You're welcome. Awesome. Um, there are a couple more questions before we head off, and what I wanted to, I've seen you are a very spiritual person. You're sort of right. You're spiritual, yeah. And I wanted to ask you a more spiritual question that has no clear answer. And
Mhm.
I have been fascinated with the law of attraction, probably during the last 1 year, for the last 1 year or so. And I was always wondering, because there's no clear scientific way to prove something and blah blah. There doesn't have to be a scientific way if you see that it's working. But I wanted to ask you about your take on the law of attraction. How do you think the law of attraction really works? How do we manifest things that we desire or we want? Do you have a take on that?
Yes. In reality, we are manifesting 24/7. We are manifesting all the time, every day.
Okay.
And that is actually proven, that it's quantum physics, and it's also proven by Dr. Joe Dispenza. You know his
Yes.
work, Dr. Joe
Yes.
Dispenza? Yeah.
Yes.
So it's already proven scientifically that your mind, your thoughts forms our outer world, our reality, and that it's all energy.
Mm-hmm.
And even like this glass, it's compressed energy. It seems like it's matter, but it's compressed energy. And how does it work? It's our self-image and our outcome. It's like what we are thinking the whole day. It produces a certain outcome, and also what not what we are consciously thinking, more what we are subconsciously thinking. Yeah,
Yes.
that's the tricky point. That's the tricky part. What we are subconsciously thinking, and we are, in order to reprogram our subconsciousness by meditation, by affirmations, by mantras, that our subconscious guides our day in our everyday life from 95 up to 99%. We are on
Yes.
autopilot. So, but the subconscious, there are two moments, specific moments in our day, who our subconsciousness is wide open. It opens wide up, and it's early in the morning after you wake up,
Mm-hmm.
and before you go to bed, and you feel like sleepy, and you are like in this in between world, not really sleeping but also not really awake, when your brain waves are in the alpha mode. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In our when we are for example, when I'm like awake, like that, in our everyday life, we are in the our brain waves are in beta mode,
Mm-hmm.
and the alpha world is like the portal to our subconscious mind. So yeah. And then what you can do to reprogram yourself is to, you can write every day after you wake up what is your what you want to manifest in life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your outcome, your goal. But you can also say to yourself, like, I am living the best life. I'm awaking to heaven on earth. I'm abundant here and now. I do every day what I love, and I'm rich and I'm abundant and I'm fulfilled in my heart and in every area of my life, in every aspect of my life. And what was the most important trick by manifesting is not, okay, you can also hang a vision board and doing visualization, but more important than the vision board is to actually feel those feelings, yeah, what you want to feel in future when you have achieved your goal, your manifestations. Because scientists, or and Dr. Joe Dispenza, yeah, they've proved that this your thoughts produces your emotions, and your emotions produces electromagnetic fields. You can
Yes.
measure them. You can measure your brain waves, you can measure your electromagnetic fields, and everything already exists in the quantum field. It's just not have been manifested yet in your life. And you attract, like it's like a magnet, you attract with your emotions, with your electromagnetic fields, the response, the other match in with the same frequency. And yeah, and it's a trick. It's really training. It's, for me, it's sometimes, even today, sometimes hard to feel grateful, to feel abundant. But it's training. You have to train, you have to feel these feelings really, and then you attract situations and people and outcomes according to these feelings. You always get what you attract. Yeah, you always attract what you're producing from your inner world, yeah, with the electromagnetic fields. And that's not really like a spiritual thing, it's actually a quantum physics. Yes.
I think that will resonate with a lot of people, and I actually got goosebumps right now because it's because I really resonate with that too, and this is what I believe in too, and yeah, um,
Yeah, and just to become this kind of person already, what you want to be in your future, to be it. Yeah, if you want more love, be loving. Yeah, if you
exactly.
want more abundance, yeah, if you want more abundance, be abundant. Act like that, think like that. What kind of thoughts would think a abundant person, or a person who found their love of their life? Yeah, so
Yes,
act like that, feel like that, think like that, talk like that, behave like that, and you're becoming that kind of person. It's always this way around. It's never the other way around. Never and ever.
yes.
Never ever. Yeah.
That's a quantum paradigm
Yes.
versus the Newtonian paradigm.
Yes.
Exactly. That's what Dispenza is talking about. I think I've what is the book? The book is called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself in English. Have
Yes,
have you
I
read
know
this
this
too?
book. I read it. Yeah,
It's
I
crazy.
read it. It's crazy. Yeah.
It's crazy because it goes really deep into the quantum mechanics of how you manifest that.
It's also really, yeah, and it's also really scientific. It's not like a spiritual book, actually. It's
Exactly.
really, it's really rational explained. So, and it's also his book Becoming Supernatural is also great. And also You Are the Placebo, the like your body can actually heal himself. And or you can also produce with your thoughts new neuronal paths, and new proteins, and heal your body. It's awesome, his work. It's really awesome. It's something, huh? It's really
It's
incredible.
yeah.
It's incredible. It's what a human body can do. and what we are capable of. Also it's incredible. It's incredible. We
I
are
think
all magicians. Yeah, we are all crazy.
we are
Yeah, really.
we are powerful
Yes.
creators and
Yeah.
powerful creators of our own reality. And um,
Yes.
I think
Yes.
it's so important that we do the more of these things here, that we are this honest connection interaction that we are having right now, so more and more people um, really get to know about this.
And yeah, and it's so, and I'm 31, right? And I don't know, if someone had told me these kind of things before, I would have lived so differently.
yes,
Yeah, so it's so, but I was really too hard. I was really not living an easy way. Okay, I had a great time traveling a lot, but my mindset, I was really like, things were really harder than they should have been. Yeah, that it, yeah, I could have lived like a more abundant life back then. So, and okay, but now then my time was a little, it's then my human experience I chose, right? I chose it that way. So I learned it the hard way. Oh, yes,
yeah, I think we are all learning it the hard way, unfortunately, because
yes,
we
yes.
don't have a choice when we are very small, and we are conditioned by by our environments, by our parents, by our teachers, and they don't know better, so they teach us what they think is right for what was right for them, and they pass it on to to kids, to their children, pass it on to us, and so this cycle is always going, unless
Yes.
there's someone in this chain who understands what's going on and how to really create
Mhm.
the world that you want, and then you can teach that to your kids, and then it's a
And
different
the
cycle.
funny, or the interesting thing, or not really funny, but the interesting thing about that my mom was originally had that mindset, and also really spiritual mindset, and but then she, as a young woman, she gave it up, and she repressed her femininity and her spirituality and this kind of mindset. So she told me a few basics when I was really young,
Hmm.
but then she forgot, like she went the other path, the wrong way, or yeah, not a really healthy way for her. And she got a lot of burnouts, and she has so many health issues, and that's for some reason, right? Because she repressed her truth, actually her inner truth, and her voice also. But then she, on the other side, she's showing me, okay, what not to do, so what to live, how to do it better. Yeah, as a woman also. Yeah,
Yeah,
so that's,
that's
I also recognized in her my mission also. Yeah.
yeah. I think that's all. We are we are all living and like we are part of a cosmic plan, and
Mhm.
the things that happen to us or that are happening in our experience that are just stepping stones to our life purpose and our life path, and so we can help other people become what they want to become. And that's why we are all here. Everybody has his specific life purpose, I believe, and it's our mission to find out what it is and then live it authentically, and then this way we can help others to get into their power. And this is what life is all about, I think. It's not about driving big cars and living in fancy houses. And if you have that as a byproduct of fulfilling your life
Then
purpose,
it's good. Yeah.
but
As
it's
a
not
byproduct, it's only byproducts. It's just
exactly.
byproducts. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not something that you should be attached to, that you like. It's define yourself by, because at the end of the, like, you can easily lose this stuff again. And I'm not interested in this shit. I'm not, I don't want that. I want to help. I
Mhm.
want to help other people. That's what I think, that's what you also want, because that's you're coaching. And I can see that this is who you are. And
Yes, thanks. It was so nice talking to you.
same here. Same here. I really like it. Okay, the last two questions, or last three questions, is do you have any favorite books, podcasts, whatever, that have dramatically shaped your life or impacted your life and your paradigms, like how you see the world? Is there anything that comes up?
Mhm. Yeah, my favorite books before I had this mindset, but it still are one of my favorite books from Paulo Coelho and Hermann Hesse.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I really love how his writing, and also from Paulo Coelho, he crazy dude. and then, but still one of my favorite writers, authors. And yes, then what was shaping my mindset and my personality, my way of thinking, books from Eckhart Tolle.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really now nice and be in the now, I think. Yeah, now, and A New Earth.
Ah, okay. I
Yeah.
I know the power of I haven't read both books. I know a little bit about the power of now. I think I know. Present. It's about being in the present moment awareness. This kind.
Yes.
And he
Yeah.
had, I think, Eckhart Tolle had a spiritual awakening. He was living through the dark night of the soul or something. He had a really um, like unfulfilled life. He was really depressed, and then at some point he just woke up, and everything around him was beautiful and blossoming, or something like that. I heard, right? Or what?
Yeah. 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 It was like that. He was also sleeping on a park bench, and yeah, it's really. It's also you should get more into his life. Then, of course, the books from Dr. Joe Dispenza,
Mm-hmm.
the books from Neil Donald Walsh. I also really enjoyed
Co-
Conversations with God. Yeah, and then the book from the podcaster from Laura Seiler, the first one I really liked,
mm-hmm.
Mögest du glücklich sein.
Mm-hmm.
Really great book. She explained it really well what is life all about actually, and how is the human designed. And yeah, really great book. And also a book I've recently read from Baha Yilmaz. You know her? She's really
No.
great. Oh, you should check her up. Baha Yilmaz, very spiritual.
How's she, like, how's?
Baha,
Uh-huh.
Bahr, no, Har, and then Yilmaz.
Yilmaz, okay. With
Yeah,
a Y.
with a Y. Yes,
Yilmaz. Okay.
yes. And she and her partner, they're really giving great, oh, doing such a great work. Really great. They're also combining um, spirituality with real proven good scientific methods, healing methods with psychology, coaching, really great. Baha Yilmaz and Jeffrey Kastenmüller, this is her partner,
Mhm.
life partner, and also business partner. And she wrote a lot of books, but the last book is Du wurdest in den Sternen geschrieben. You were written in the stars, and
Okay.
it's really great. Also, really great. Um, they are not like conventional spirituals, okay? They're a little bit unconventional, untypical, and do a lot of shadow work. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's also what I really learned, to integrate your shadow work and not to repressing it.
Yes.
To embrace your shadow work. Yeah, so it's was a really important lesson also for me. Yeah, It's really great. Yeah. To love it when you're failing, to say out loud, I'm a failure, I'm a completely mess, and I love it. Yeah, it's really, really great. So I'm not enough and I love it. Yeah, so that's a little bit untypically, but I really love that, their perspective, their point of view. Yes.
Okay, that's something I haven't come across yet. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's a little bit from another point of from another angle, but it really helped me because it's they talk about the not so comfortable part of personal growing and spirituality, that it can also be really dark and alone
Yes, yes.
and really ugly and really painful also, and yeah. Yes.
Interesting. Okay,
Mm.
if you don't mind, can you send me these books later when we're done? Because then I can
Yes,
put them in the description
in the
box
show
and
notes
people,
or in the
exactly.
description.
In the show
Yes.
notes, and people can have a look. Um,
Yeah.
okay, thanks for sharing that. That was cool. And um, now, um, second last question: where can people find you if they want to connect with you? Where can they find you online?
Yeah, now I have my website done, yinyoni.com.
Hmm.
So with an YINYON Y .com, or also on my Instagram at yinyoni official. Yes.
Okay. I'll,
Yeah, and then also just Google it up on Facebook, Nadine Bernardo, my name, and I have also a fan page from Yin Uni, a Facebook fan page. But I'm not really active on Facebook as on Instagram, but you can find me there. And you can find my podcast, Meditation Monday, on Anchor and on Spotify. And I hope soon on iTunes also.
awesome.
Yes,
So you put up like every week you put up a new meditation class.
yes.
Awesome.
Class, not class, but
But
a guided
a
meditation.
guided meditation, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. A guided
yes.
meditation. Cool.
Yes.
Okay.
Every
Um,
Monday. That's why it's called Meditation Monday. Yes.
meditation. Okay. Okay, then if there was a giant billboard hanging above your head, not above your head, but above your bed, what would you put on it? Could be anything like favorite quote or a life motto or whatever you like. What would you put on it? Something
Mm.
that represents you as a person.
My three main wisdoms,
Uh-huh.
like something, yeah. Um, you are loved. You are loved. Um, your body is telling the truth always. Your body never lies. And money follows joy.
That's awesome. I love that. It's that reminds me of a book a friend gave me recently called The Awakened Millionaire. It's
Mm.
from Joey Vitale. Do you know this guy? He was featured in The
Mm.
Secret.
No, I think I heard from the title, but yeah, you can show me later. I'm really interested in this book. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, perfect. Thank you for sharing that. And then the last question I wanna ask you to conclude the interview is, what is the impact that you want to have in the world?
The impact.
Hmm.
Um, First of all, to help bringing the awareness, as many others people do right now, like Laura Seiler, Baha Yilmaz, you, like the awareness of personal growth, the awareness of the um, collective bond we have, that we all are connected.
Hmm.
Yeah, and the message of love, that everything is love or calling for love. And in my specific mission with my brand and with my business, that women are beginning to, that I really would love that women are beginning to reconnect again with their feminine essence, and with nature, and to live fully their femininity, and with this energy they can have a much better life. And also we can reconnect again better to men, because in how I see it in my world, men at our age, men really would love to understand the woman more and better, and to connect and to approach women more, to be more intimate with him. It's not with her, and it's not about sex. It's real intimacy, like really understanding her soul, her presence, her essence, her energy. But for that, women have to learn themselves better and to begin to reconnect with themselves again, in order to approach men again and stay fully in their femininity, in their feminine power. And with that, I think there's also changing the masculinity, the manhood also, the conscious manhood and the conscious womanhood, and so that we can approach together in harmony, and not like in separate. I don't like separation. We are different, but we are worth the same, but we are different, and we can learn from each other.
Oh, that's a beautiful message. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking your time today, Nadine. It was a beautiful conversation. And is there anything you want to add to the fellow listeners, to the people who are watching? I give you the last
Yes.
word.
Dear audience, dear listeners, don't take yourself too seriously, but take your mission very seriously.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for joining today.
And that you loved, and that everything is fine, and yes, you can achieve anything. And just when you notice that you're not don't can overcome a certain point, then ask for help. There are many great mentors and coaches and trainers or whatever. Just ask for help. It's really connecting ourselves together, because that's why we people are social creatures, right? We are social, and we can help one another. So ask for help, and don't be shy, don't be too proud to ask for help. Okay. That's it.